Your monthly readings just came out, and I will attach it to the end of this video for you. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know about the Capricorn weekly reading for anyone who's guided? This reading really is for anyone who's guided to see the Capricorn reading, whether you're Capricorn or not. My readings are predictive, so if you don't know what this is about, I'd say pay closer attention because they're predictions of things coming. Multiple things could come out during this reading right up to the very last second, including multiple storylines and random messages for different people, okay? All right, let's do it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good, Capricorn reading for the week. This is the weekly reading starting today till the 4th of June, or whenever you're guided to see this reading. Could resonate now or later. Okay, be the peacekeeper. Somebody else had this too. I'm trying to remember who it was, but we have Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. I want to say it was Taurus. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, or this could be just for you. High Priestess. Harness mystic power. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the snake, which is awesome. This is shedding the old skin. This is a transformation happening here. So being the peacekeeper and seeing things from another perspective, or taking the high road, like the high priestess, harnessing mystic power, listening to your intuition and shedding the old skin. It's like a rebirth. This really does feel like a rebirth here. All right, let's find out what it's about. All right, this is the Angels and Ancestors deck. Beautiful deck. We're going to be using the Vice Versa Tarot. The side we see will be the side I read, but each side has a different perspective, okay? So we don't read them traditionally like reversals, okay? So some of them just have a different perspective, and I'll be talking to you about them, okay? Let's get into it. Oh, I'm also going to be using the Green Witch Tarot. I'm so sorry for clarifying, okay? Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good for Capricorn. What do we need to know for Capricorn here, please? What's important? What are the most important messages we have for the people who need the messages the most? Capricorn reading for anyone who's guided to see this reading, for anyone who's guided. Capricorn reading, this could resonate now, this could resonate later on down the line, or at any time. Let's get into it. All right, what do we need to know here, please? Yeah, there we go. King of Wands. Okay, so again, we read this like this. Okay, what is the central issue here? The central issue for Capricorn. Just one or two. Oh, went right back in. What is the central issue here for Capricorn? These have to come completely out. Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, Queen of Wands could also be King of Wands. So we have the King and the Queen of Wands here. All right, we have, wow, okay, and we have, absolutely. All right, so these came out together, and I'm going to keep them together because immediately I knew what they were trying to tell me. Okay. All right, we're going to keep them together. What else do we need to know for Capricorn, please? For anyone with Capricorn placements or anyone else. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, absolutely. So there's definitely, look at how I want to show you this. We're wishing on the star and the wish is coming in. That's what it looks like to me. I'm going to leave it like that. Let's get one more. They came out together as well. Can I get one more card here, please? Capricorn reading. This is really cool because you can have, somebody else had a similar message to this. It could have been Taurus, but it could have been another reading. But it had something to do with, but let's get one more card and I'll talk to you about it. Can I get one more card here, please? One more. Capricorn reading for anyone who's guided to see this reading. What do we need to know about it? What are the messages? So, yeah, absolutely. All right. So the cool thing about this is what you don't see is that there's a lot of happiness here. This is the Ten of Cups, but you feel like this. And you feel like no one else is putting effort in, or you're not putting effort in, okay? It's like someone, we feel a bit depressed with the sun here in the reverse. And this is because there's something here about wanting this happiness, this joy that you haven't been feeling with the Five of Cups. And you feel like you're doing, alone, Three of Pentacles is usually we work together and we bring in the Ten of Cups together, right? But somebody is not realizing, see, they will not look at the two cups that remain, and there's growth here, behind their back, but they're not seeing it, right? So there's this opportunity for this 10 of Cups, but they're like this. La 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 la. I don't see it. Hands tied, feeling bound, feeling blindfold, not seeing it, because why? They just haven't turned around to see it, right? They haven't looked at it. They've been busy, focused on all these cups that have spilled, right? So anyway, what I really see here is we have the King and Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands back turned, not looking. Okay, so it's very possible, central issue, Queen of Wands is the one not seeing this or not realizing that we could release an old cycle. We're holding on really tight to an old cycle, and all we got to do is go through the portal into the new cycle, which means we have to release something. We have to see it from a higher perspective, be the peacekeeper, and let go of something. It says let go of the need to be right. High Priestess, harness your mystic power. Your intuition would already be telling you this. So that's how you're going to know if this is your reading. You already are thinking this, or your intuition's telling you this, that it's time to shed the old skin and transform, completely transform the snake, shedding the old skin, a situation, and going into a new cycle. All right, instead of keeping the blinders on and not seeing this, we have to open our eyes and see it, because it would be wish fulfillment. You know, we've got the Fool here who wishes something were different, and we got the Nine of Cups here saying, but it can be. Okay, so this is really nice energy. Let's get some clarity around it. Spirit and angels, and I don't know which one of you has to do the actual, you know, or it wants to take the high road, like I said, Peacekeeper, right? All right, let's clarify it and see what comes out. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good? What do we need to know about this reading? Capricorn reading, it's for anyone who's guided to see it, whenever they're guided to see it. This reading could resonate right now or later on down the line. All right, let's get into it. What do we need to know about the King of Wands? What about the King of Wands? Okay, we have the Strength card, the color of the Crone in this deck in reverse, and the Page of Athens, which is the Page of Swords. All right, in regular tarot. But we have something going on here with like not seeing something clearly, because look at the Eight of Swords, blinded, blindfold on, bound, feeling like I can't do something, feeling like I'm trapped, feeling like I can't really see something clearly. So the King of Wands feels afraid because he can't see something clearly. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. She's smack dab in the middle, back turned, and she ends up being the focal point of the reading. What about the the Queen of Wands? What about the Queen of Wands here? Yeah, Six of Cups reversed. This has something to do with, this could be a soulmate relationship, friendship, partnership. This is something, could have something to do with the past and seeing things from another perspective of the Hangman. So Queen of Wands really could be the one seeing something from another perspective. And this says, let go of the need to be right, as the Peacekeeper, needing to look at things from another perspective, like the High Priestess here too, harnessing mystic power and transforming something. Really nice. So I feel like this Queen of Wands could be the one looking at things from another perspective. King of Wands is feeling very fearful about something because he can't see something clearly here. All right, let's find out what we need to know. Or he doesn't know what's going to happen. There is a soulmate relationship involved in all this. Now, whether these are two best friends, or I really see them as love partners because of the fact that they're both coming through King and Queen of Wands, but they both could just be same zodiac element, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, right? Because we have Aries over here as well, and we have Leo up there. And of course, we have you know, other signs coming through. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. Let me look at the world with the Four of Pentacles. Remember, we're holding on to something that we need to allow this new cycle to come in, letting go of control issues. That's exactly what this is saying right here. All right, let's look at the Four of Pentacles with the world. And you know, it has a lot to do with this this Fool as well, but we're going to stick with these two for now. Let's look at, because they came out together, the Four of Pentacles and the World. Let's take a look at it, please. This is the Capricorn reading. The Four of Pentacles and the World. Wow, okay, so we've got the Page of Chalices reversed, and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant, the High Priest. I think they actually call it the High Priest in this deck, too. Yes, they do. So this is also, you know, the Page of Cups, Page of Chalices comes in and offers that cup. And look at how the Hierophants got their hand out. Like, please come to me. Please let me explain. Please forgive, please give, you know, whatever it is. Somebody's holding back the cup, right? But the cup needs to be actually extended, or we need to allow this cycle to end, whatever it is. I really feel like someone's holding on to a grudge here or something. I'm not sure what it is. Now keep this in mind. If this isn't your reading, it isn't your reading. If you are all of a sudden angry and want to lash out, it might not be your reading, meaning this really is for someone who needs to see things from another perspective so that they can make up with a soulmate, okay? So if you don't feel like that, then it's probably not your reading, okay? So remember that. But I do see, or there's probably other messages throughout the reading that could come out for you, right? This could all be vice versa as well. Remember, all readings can be vice versa. But when I look at energy cards at the top, when I look at these oracle cards, they're usually for the person I'm reading for, okay? All right, so I see this Queen of I wanted to say Pentacles, but Queen of Wands, looking at things from another perspective about this soulmate, something about this soulmate, releasing something, allowing for the possibility of coming together, hashing this out, talking to each other. We got the King of Swords over here, King of Wands over here. I don't know why I can't say Wands today, but who's not really speaking or feels fearful to say anything or doesn't know how things are going to work out, okay? And we've got the Queen of Wands over here looking at things from another perspective, and she really isn't doing anything either. She's just looking at things differently, okay? But there's this need for maybe both of them to actually come together and speak and apologize, right? Because they're the two things that are in reverse: the Page of Anthems, and which is the Page of Swords, and the Page of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups. All right, let's look at the Fool here. Like I said, somebody else had the same energy come through on a reading. I just wish I remember who it was. I want to say it could have been Taurus, but it could have been anybody. This could have come up a couple times throughout the weekly readings, so you might want to check some of them out. Tell me about the Fool. What about the Fool? The Fool is wishing for something. So we're going to look at them together. Fool and the Nine of Cups. Fool wanting wish fulfillment here. Fool wishing things were different. Yeah, Wounded Warrior, right? So look at this. Nine of Chalices. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Nine of Chalices, because that's right here. The Nine of Wands in reverse. This is, I am the Wounded Warrior, and I protect myself, and I have to continue to protect myself because I don't want to be harmed. And Spirit's saying maybe letting down your guard and taking the Fool's journey, a leap of faith, and allowing yourself to come together with this person to hash it out, talk it out, or apologize in whatever way, both of you involved, to transform the situation. Nobody has to be wrong or right, right? Letting go of the need to be right. This could really change things between you and a soulmate. This is somebody you very much care about. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Tell me about the Eight of Swords, if it's your reading, of course. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. Not really, again, somebody here does not see their way out of this or know what to do. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. It's way too many. Just one or two, please. Eight of Swords. Like, we can stay here hanging like this, afraid to move, and not knowing what to do, or we can take the Fool's journey, take the leap of faith, and just try anyway, right? Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Yeah, absolutely. So what we don't know and we can't see and we're very in our head about, we can clear this up, and there could be, we won't know until we do something about it, until we take the leap of faith and actually let our guard down and go in and communicate or apologize or whatever it is your part of this is. You won't see the light, the sun, until you'll feel like this. So you're always going to feel like this until you actually do something about it. And this situation's fixable. Complete transformation. But everyone involved has to give up the wanting to be right, right? The need to be right. I feel very much, Capricorn, like you can do this. Like this is something a Capricorn could do. They could be like, you know what? This might be more difficult for other signs of the zodiac, but I really feel like a Capricorn could do this. If you are thinking about and knowing you're never going to feel good about this until something's done, I would say, you know, can't hurt to do, because at this point nobody's talking to each other anyway, or, you know, nobody's forgiven each other at this point anyway. And look, I just want to show you what we're talking about here. We're talking about a bond that's really unbreakable. The only thing that could break this bond is being stubborn. That's the only thing. This bond is, it's the real deal here, whatever it is. And I'd say, you know, putting in the effort and releasing the need to be right and holding back here could really, taking the leap of faith for what you want and letting your guard down could really be the thing that finally takes you out of the darkness and into the light, and at least gives you the answers that you want here. I feel like you can do this. All right. If this is your reading, okay, if this is your reading, this was the fastest probably of all my readings. It just flowed very quickly. Please do comment, you guys. I'm going to pull, don't forget, your monthly is going to be right here on the left in a second. It's going to show up, but I'm pulling you a couple of angel cards first. Okay, angels, what do we need to know? Responsibility. Yeah, somebody taking responsibility and putting the effort in, right? That's what I see here. Someone reaching their hand out, and instead of holding back these 2 pages, not talking and not offering, putting their hand out, taking the more mature approach, right? Clean slate. Look at that, the blank one. You guys know when it comes out, I feel like it's a clean slate. Way better energy in the new cycle. Play and fun. And this would be something you just suddenly do spontaneously. I'm going to do this. Clean slate and a much happier with your soulmate energy coming in for the new cycle. This will create a whole new portal, a whole new cycle, a complete transformation. Let me know, guys, if this is your reading. Is this a best friend? Is this a sister, a brother, a neighbor? Is this the person you love? Is this, well, you love them, sure, but is it a romantic person? Who is this person to you? I'd love to hear from you guys. Please do not forget to like, and don't forget to watch your monthly reading, and don't forget to like that one as well. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Bye.